Developing now, the Charlie Battery is reopening in Arkansas. Just ahead, we share why and how the state's National Guard is planning to use it. And Tropical Storm Francine has formed and could make an impact in Arkansas. In minutes, we share how other places are already taking action. Plus, something you'll only see on THV 11. A father woke up today because of the actions of his son. Stick around for the heartfelt story as THV 11 at noon starts now. Well, starting us off this afternoon, security is being heavily enforced across all Maumelle schools following an early morning threat. Just hours ago, the Maumelle Police Department shared on social media a person was taken into custody who they believe to be behind a threat. We want to be clear, no specific school was targeted, which is why officers are on every campus as police continue their investigations. And right now, schools are in session in Maumelle. Our Maya Ellison is currently working to get more information from the police department in the Pulaski County Special School District Administration. Those new details will come to you during our evening coverage tonight at 5 and 6.
Now, as we kicked off the work week this morning, it definitely felt more like fall outside. Here's a look at Arkadelphia that recorded a low this morning of 46 degrees, one of the coolest spots in Arkansas this morning. Behind that, Clinton in north central Arkansas waking up to 43, as well as Mena over in western Arkansas also waking up to 43. We had 42 and 44 in northwest Arkansas between Fayetteville and Harrison. Here in the capital city, we woke up this morning at a chilly 55 degrees. Now, right now, we're holding on to those middle to upper 70s across central Arkansas. Not much in the way of cloud cover. There have been a few high-level cirrus clouds, but otherwise a very sunny afternoon on tap. We are looking to warm up today to the lower to middle 80s, so a little bit warmer than past afternoons, but we definitely have at least one more morning where we're looking to wake up in the 50s. The big story in the long term is those impacts from Tropical Storm Francine. We'll be walking through what that means for us in central Arkansas in your 7-day outlook, so stick around.
All right, Simone, thank you. Well, this afternoon, a man is behind bars after being accused of raising fears at an Arkansas mall this weekend. We learned police are accusing a 22-year-old man for opening fire in the parking garage at Central Mall in Fort Smith. At this hour, we don't know his identity. However, no injuries were reported. We don't know if the actions of the accused shooter were intentional. However, we are, of course, working to update you once we learn more.
While the outcome of this investigation is not what we hoped for, we are nonetheless pleased to remove this dangerous predator off the streets of Memphis.
Well, that was sound from just 2 years ago when a man was caught after killing a woman during an early morning jog in Memphis. That entire incident sparked a nationwide response, including right here in Arkansas. Fast forward to today, people are forced to be more cautious before going on a run by themselves, and that means waiting till later in the day to get out. There are also some businesses that are creating courses geared toward runner safety.
We can incorporate those kind of ideas and those safety ideas and how to get out of situations in some of our programs that we offer. Specialists recommend you should always be aware of your surroundings, listen to your intuition, and have a plan in place in case you're put in the line of danger. And from staying safe while running to doing so while driving, $25 million will soon be in Little Rock's back pocket for the goal of improving streets. It's one of the biggest grants the city has seen to improve roads. Each year, over 30 pedestrians are killed by drivers, but the city thinks the money can lower that number.
That's a lot, 30, 35 people that wake up one morning and go home because of a crash is way too many.
The multi-million-dollar grant will be poured into Project Zero. It's something the city will work to bring the amount of annual pedestrian deaths to zero. The Arkansas National Guard is reactivating that previously existed decades ago and was even used during World War II. We're talking about the Charlie Battery in Bentonville. It was previously shut down in 2011, but now members of the Arkansas National Guard say the need for a greater capability is prompting its reopening. A recent Arkansas grad will lead the unit and is sharing what he plans to do as commander.
My goals are just to build a culture, really. So as commander, at best, you're here 2 years. There's not a whole lot we can build at that time, but I want to establish, just the way we treat each other, basic doctrine, basic operations, just getting us off on the right foot for the future.
Now, with that in mind, Henderson says they will be prepared for anything. In Garland County, the decision to slice funding for the public library will not be put to a public vote. Judge Daryl McCooney and the Quorum Court rejected petitions for the measure. According to the county judge, it was due to paperwork errors. That decision comes just a week after a meeting where people initially voiced their concerns. In other news, tickets are now on sale for the Travs playoff season. The team secured their spot this weekend. Tickets just went on sale hours ago, so if you're looking to watch them play, you'll need to do so before their first game. And that happens 1 week from tomorrow against the Springfield Cardinals. We're under 24 hours away from the first presidential debate of the election season. Nicole Skanga shares how both candidates are gearing up with last-minute preps.
Vice President Kamala Harris took a break from debate prep Sunday afternoon for a walk with her husband.
Are you ready, Madam Vice President?
Ready. Harris has more mock debates planned today. Sources say she'll try to focus on policy issues, but she's prepared for any personal attacks from former President Donald Trump.
There's no floor for him in terms of how low he will go. And we should be prepared for that. We should be prepared for the fact that he is not burdened by telling the truth.
Trump campaigned in Wisconsin over the weekend and slammed Harris and President Joe Biden.
We're run by stupid people. Stupid people. And we found that out at the debate with Joe. How did that work out? And we're going to find it out again on Tuesday night. Is anybody going to be watching?
Trump says he doesn't need much debate prep because he claims he's been preparing his whole life.
The stakes for the debate are sky high, with the latest CBS News polling showing the two candidates running neck and neck in 3 battleground states.
The two candidates are in a statistical tie in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, states that will help determine the next president. Supporters of both candidates say the debate is important.
Are you planning to watch the debate next?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I got the popcorn already.
I think it's pretty important for her to do well, and I think she will. She's a really strong debater.
Harris and Trump will be traveling later today to get closer to tomorrow's debate site. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
Well, as that begins to play out, today marks an important milestone as we're now under a month away from the deadline to register to vote. If you haven't done so, as a reminder, it is mandatory you register in order to place your vote this November. Remember, you can no longer register online, so you must print out forms physically, sign them, and turn them in to your local clerk.
You need to make sure that you are a resident of the county that you're registering in. Bring with you some proof of the fact that that's where you live. Your utility bill, your driver's license.
Well, you can find all of this information on THV11.com. Now, the deadline to register to vote is October 7th, and if you're registering by mail, the envelope will need to be postmarked by October 7th as well. Voting specialists are also using this time to remind people if you were once convicted of a crime, you still have a chance to vote. According to the Justice Department, you'll need proof of sentence completion, in addition to finishing your probation, parole, and paying any fines. Submit that to your local county clerk to have your right to vote restored. New details point toward lithium battery having high involvement in air travel accidents. After the break, why it's becoming a cause for concern.
With that chilly start to the morning, we're going to see a little bit of a warmer trend this afternoon, lower to middle 80s for those highs under sunny skies. Changes are coming over the coming days associated with Tropical Storm Francine, so make sure you stick around. Your 7-day outlook is coming up after this break.